Hey there. So I had a pretty interesting day. I wanna get it in, put it down in the video so I don't forget it and get my story straight. So this morning my intuition was kicking in saying, "Are you sure you have that much time to mail that package back? It's been sitting there waiting for you to do it for like a week or more." And I thought I had till the 27th. And in my head, that was the date that was set. And then I go about my day and, doing other things. And then I'm ready to chill out. And a little voice comes back and says, maybe you better check that email and see, you know. And so I did. And today's the last day to mail it back in. And I'm like, holy shit. So, I jump up and get dressed and bike down to the UPS store. I don't have a car, so I had already walked 2 miles, and thank God I'm getting healthier finally. God, I've been sick for so long. Those infections, like I was sick for a whole year. I'm finally getting some health back. So, last year it took me 3 hours to mow the backyard, and now it takes me 22 minutes. So, anyway, stay focused, Marcy. So I'm locking my bike in front of the UPS store, and this lady comes out, tall, skinny lady, which is rare to see here in this town in Montgomery. There's so many obese people. And she looked at me, she goes, "Oh my God, you inspire me." And I'm looking at her like, what? And she's like, "Oh, I hurt my back and I can't ride my bike, and I would just love to be back on my bike." And I said, "Yeah, you'll get better, and you'll get back on your bike." And I'm like, "And it's really good for your back." And she goes, "Yeah, I know, on my exercise bike at home, she can do," but she goes, "Yeah, I just want to be outside and have feel the breeze in my face." And, then I went into the store, and we chatted a little bit. Anyway, I went into the store, did my thing. I come out, and she's waiting there. And she's like, and I thought she was a college kid. God, I thought she was young. Turns out she's 40. So she said, "Hey, can I, do you mind if I put you on my Facebook page?" And I said, "No, yeah, no problem. I've traveled a lot, and people would take pictures of you. You just meet people along the way, and they take pictures, So, and then she was asking me, like, what else I do for working out. And I told her, my yoga and my PT and walking and biking, and then, and she's like, and I told her, I said, yeah, I mean, she said, "I'm just so, actually, she asked me if I meditated. I'm trying to get my story straight of what came first. God, it's so hard for me. Even that's why I have to do this today." Because, I mean, it just happened. And it's just, anyway. Also, it doesn't help that I'm stoned. That's true. Okay, so back to the story. She asked, the key word was meditation. She said, "Do you meditate?" And I was like, yes, I meditate all the time. And that kind of opened the door, I think. Because then, she was saying how hard it is that, she can't do what she used to do physically. And I said, yeah, that's when I told her how much I used to work out, because I said, yeah, I know what you mean, man. When I was younger, I could ride 100 miles in a day. I mean, I was a freaking fanatic. I was a fanatic workaholic. That's how we avoid our emotional pain and all that. All that stuff I've learned now in the Dharma Recovery Program. My God. And from Carl Jung and listening to Brene Brown and especially Carl Jung. Anyway, that's how I am when I'm stoned, right? I don't know. I'm kind of like this when I'm straight, too. Anyway, so then she told me about her pain. And then we were really talking. And she says, yeah, it's like my family is shunning me. I'm not the star anymore. I was like, this great college basketball player, and I was this and I was that, and now I'm not living up to their image and I just looked at it, I said, yeah, I know, family's the hardest, man. That's where all the work is. That's the hardest. Those are the hardest relationships we have, is with our family. I mean, that's where all the shit starts. And then if you buy into my theory that you actually pick your family and you choose a lot of things that are going to go on in this lifetime so that you can learn certain things. Now, did I choose to get incested? I don't know. What the hey? Anyway, it's all what happened, though. But I think the themes, I believe, like, I feel like I came to this world set on not having money. That was like a deal for me. I've been very good at that. Okay, now I want to get rid of that one. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I know I said that when I came in, but now it's getting a little hard. And I'd like to start having some more money. Let's kind of throw that one away. Oh, God, I cracked myself up, I tell you. Jeez. Oh, funny. Anyway, I'm rambling. So I just wanted to get that story kind of straight in my head because I want to share it in the meeting tomorrow. Because it's such a good story. Because, I told her all about Dharma recovery and, the work, about, letting go of these rules and regulations and these unsaid things and what people expect of you and these roles that you've had to play. Me being the people pleaser and me trying to, oh my God, and getting my self-worth out of how much I could help someone or how much I could accomplish. Fuck that shit. Oh, I'm done. I'm finally done. And it's great. I love it. I love it when I have days where I have nothing to do. I have no one I have to talk to. Nothing I have to deal with. Absolutely nothing. I love it. And I'm in my hammock playing my games and I've gotten, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm lazy, but in a way it feels lazy compared to how much I used to do. Always being active. Always had to be doing something. Always moving. Going from here to there. I mean, just like a nervous energy. That's what it is, because now my central nervous system has calmed down enough. I like my hair this way. It's kind of covering up that guy. It's funny. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Okay, that's enough. I love you, Marcy. Finally, taken me a long time to finally get to know who I am. Look, I have a crooked face. Anyway. It's nice to be stoned. I like it when I get my cannabis and then I run out and then I don't have any. I don't like it as much, but it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't be okay without the meditation, though. I'll tell you that. I really wouldn't. That's the deal breaker. Yeah. All right. Much love to everybody, and to me. I love you, Marcy. Bye.